What's up, heroes and fans? I'm Xavier J, your go-to superhero fanatic. Alright, so I'm going to be ranking every live-action Hulk from worst to best. And I'm basing this off of the actors who gave us the most comic-accurate version of the Hulk ever. Oh yeah, this might be a little controversial. I'm going off of strictly by portrayal, accuracy, and how well they captured Bruce Banner and the Hulk. In last place, I gotta go with the 1977 Hulk. Now, don't get me wrong, this version of the Hulk is very iconic. It's the least comic accurate. This Hulk wasn't really the raging, unstoppable force that we all know and love. He was more grounded, lower, and limited by the time it was made. And although it worked for TV back then, it doesn't fully capture the scale for the powers of the Hulk in the comics. Speaking of, next up, we got Mark Ruffalo. Now, this might surprise some people. This version of the MCU Hulk was not as accurate, especially Smart Hulk. What the fuck is this? It just isn't that comic accurate. Yes, Smart Hulk is accurate in the comics, but the way they betrayed the Smart Hulk was not accurate. Now, Mark Ruffalo's portrayal as Bruce Banner is very great, but the Hulk himself has been toned down a lot. And even back when he was the chaotic Hulk, he was like the hero's champion. He wasn't the Hulk that was on the run from General Ross. Back in the 2012 era, he was very terrifying. But he turned into a Hulk that was more in control. And he was a comedic character over time. And that alone, it really loses a big part of what makes Hulk, basically. And at the number 2 spot, I gotta go with the 2003 Hulk. This version gets way closer to the comic books than we give it credit for. It dives deep into Bruce Banner's trauma, his anger, and the psychological side of the Hulk. And this is a huge part of the character in the comics. Now, the only thing they messed up was the father. The father was Absorber Man for some reason. I don't know why. But as far as the accuracy, the depression, the trauma, and the Hulk himself, he actually feels like a force of nature, growing stronger with anger, just like how he should. The only difference is instead of him getting stronger, he got bigger. The only reason why he's not number 1 is because of the number 1 slot. Speaking of the number 1 slot, I gotta go with Edward Norton's The Incredible Hulk. This is number 1. Easy. Easy. This is the most comic accurate of the Hulk we've gotten. Bruce Banner feels like a man consistently on the run, struggling to control something inside of him, just like in the comics. And plus, it was even a scene where he literally mumbled, "Leave me alone." That is the Hulk's entire character. He just want to be left alone. He feels like a problem that can't be contained. The tone, tension, even the way the Hulk moves in the fights. Even once he beat Abomination, it's like he didn't win, he survived. That's the character. Yeah, this is my ranking for the 4 live action Hulks. But the real question is, what's your version of the number 1 Hulk?